My dad always said, if you're man enough to start it, you're man enough to finish it. So when my bully challenged me to a fight, I had no choice. Growing up, that phrase was everything. Dad used it for sports, for school projects, for arguments with my sister. You started this, you finish it. No quitting in this house. It made me good at things. Really good. I finished every race, every test, every commitment. Then I came out as trans, and suddenly I wasn't good at anything anymore. Not in his eyes. Dad stopped coming to my games, stopped asking about school, started using my dead name even though I'd legally changed it months ago. You're confused, he'd say. This phase will pass. I tried joking about it once. Hey Dad, at least now you can say that's my girl when I win a race. Way more intimidating. Nobody expects to get their ass kicked by someone named Ashley. He didn't laugh, which is probably why Tyler picked me. It was lunch period, cafeteria packed, when he walked up to my table. I was mid-joke with my friends about how I've got better tits than half the girls at school now, and they didn't even cost anything when Tyler interrupted. Friday after school, parking lot, you and me. I looked up for my food. I'm not fighting you, dude. Yeah, you are. He smiled, but it wasn't friendly. Or are you too scared? Oh wait, you're not supposed to fight anymore, right? Isn't that a girl thing? I raised an eyebrow. That's the best you got? I've heard better from my therapist, and she gets paid to be nice to me. A few people laughed. Tyler's face reddened. Your dad's Coach Martinez, right? He leaned on the table. The one who's always yelling about finishing what you start. Wonder what he thinks now that his son wears dresses. Probably the same thing he thought when you failed sophomore year twice, except I transitioned on purpose. What's your excuse? More laughs. But Tyler wasn't backing down. Friday, 3 o'clock. Let's see if you're still man enough to finish what you start. Or did the estrogen kill that too? My jaw was tight now. People were watching. He walked away, and the table got quiet. By the time I got home, I was still pissed. I found Dad in the garage, working on his truck. Dad, if someone challenges you to something stupid, is it okay to just not do it? He didn't look up from the engine. Hadn't looked at me properly in months. What kind of challenge? Just hypothetically. He straightened up, wiping his hands. Finally met my eyes. Alex, I've taught you since you were 5 years old. You don't start things you can't finish, and you don't walk away from things you accept. He paused. You can say no to a challenge. That's not quitting. But once you say yes, you finish it. No excuses. Even now, I asked quietly, even though I'm different? He rolled his eyes. The rules don't change. I went to school the next day planning to ignore it, but Tyler was waiting at my locker with half the junior class. So, you in or out? I'm out, I said. Say it louder. Say I'm too scared to fight you loud enough for everyone to hear. People were recording. Phones up, waiting. I could already see the screenshots. The confirmation of everything Dad already thought about me. I sighed. You know what? Fine. Friday, 3 o'clock. Tyler grinned. See? Maybe there's still some man left in you. Dude, I'm literally taking pills to lower my testosterone, and I still have more balls than you. Thursday night, I texted Dad. Someone challenged me to a fight. I accept it. Tomorrow after school. He responded immediately. You accepted it? Yes. 3 dots. Then you finish it. Show them you're not weak. My chest tightened. First time in months he'd said anything that sounded like approval. Friday came. The parking lot was packed. Tyler was already there, shrugging out of his jacket. Thought you might not show, he said. I accepted, I replied. I don't back out. That's like the one thing Dad and I still agree on. It started fast. He swung, I dodged, I swung back. For a minute, I thought maybe I could hold my own. Then he connected with my jaw, and I went down hard. The asphalt scraped my palms. He kicked me in the ribs. Stay down, someone yelled, but I couldn't. Dad's voice in my head. You don't stay down, you finish. Tyler hit me again and again, blood in my mouth, vision blurring. He actually sounded concerned. Dude, just stay down. But I reached for something to pull myself up. Found a piece of metal, broken car part someone had left in the lot. Heavy, solid. Dad's voice again. Finish it. Show them you're not weak. I swung the metal as I stood, connected with his head. The sound it made, dull and wet and wrong. He dropped instantly. Blood pooled around his head, dark and spreading. The crowd went silent. Then someone screamed. I stood there, metal still in my hand, breathing hard. I finished it. Tyler didn't move. The blood kept spreading. The ambulance came. The cops came. Tyler survived, barely. Permanent brain damage. I got charged as an adult. At my hearing, when I told them I did it because Dad taught me to finish what I accept, he finally smiled at me. First time in months. Guess he was proud I followed through. Too bad he had no idea the amount of ass I was about to get in prison.